we retain peace, security, and stability. Very important. One anchor. In order to allow us to advance the second anchor, which is economic development for social support, to lift up the living standards of our people. So really, this parade underscores the duty that we have as a people, as a government, to ensure that peace, security, and stability obtains in our country, not just yesterday, today, tomorrow, but the years coming. That is the credential component of our country. That's what distinguishes Zambia from other countries. So this parade squarely fits in that jigsaw puzzle with regard to the importance of maintaining peace, security, and stability. So we can now focus our eyes on the developmental agenda, economic development, investment, trade, and indeed other aspects. So we can look after our members of society who are in need in many areas. And you know I always say that those who are old need to be protected by us, those who are young need to be protected by us and given skills, education skills. Those that are sick need medical attention. Those that retire need retirement benefits and other support. That is what the nation must be. Each one of these components, including you, the military people, ZAF, to be specific today, have a role that is defined in the matrix of what a decent society ought to be. Government is committed to recruiting, training young people like yourselves to perform your duties with sufficient skills like those you've acquired. So this personal parade is truly an accomplishment of our desire to maintain a strong defense capability, internal stability, external stability, equally important. The government will ensure that it continues providing the welfare that is necessary to make the environment conducive for you and those that you will find in the services, staff, and others to operate. I'll whisper to the ZAP commander as we start. One of the things I do always, and I encourage other Zambians to do, is to be attentive to what is going on at any particular time when you are attending anything, a program, a parade like this. And I was asking questions as the parade was going on, not to disturb you too much, but to get to understand certain things around these young people's training, how long the training is, what does it cover, and really who they become once they've graduated. But I also asked him questions about the different types of aircraft that we're flying as part of this parade. And he did give me very good answers. And I made suggestions to him, and I will not make them public. But so we can enhance our capabilities as a military unity or part of our country's total provision of what we should be. I did talk to him about the importance of technology, to uptake technology, to make sure that these young people are supported by a front load of technological capabilities. And here and I whispered to the First Minister that we will be chatting with other services to enhance the technological aspects that will facilitate our effective protection, safety, and stability of our country and the neighborhood, and Africa and the world. As we all know here, that some of these people will be serving in peace missions outside this country. We have a number of them already in northern Mozambique, Cabo Delgado. We have some, largely the army in Central African Republic. The army commander just returned from a tour of Central African Republic. So our responsibilities are not confined, yes, primarily to our country, but also to SADC, to Africa, and to the world. Therefore, we need these young people to be properly, appropriately skilled to fulfill their obligations to humanity. So, I expect that the defense minister, as I've instructed him, will organize that meeting when we get back to Lusaka and checklist the priorities that we need to fulfill so we can support you, the young ones, the professional people that we are witnessing graduate today. Let me also indicate that part of this capacity I'm talking about is to acknowledge our inclusion of the new Bell 4112 and Enstrom 480B helicopters inducted into the service to enhance our Air Force capabilities to fulfill your mandate, our mandate, through your course, national mandate, to take care of business, if I may summarize it that way, to take care of business. Very important. We have also other initiatives that the government is committed to enhance some of the issues, such as utilization of facilities that we already have. When the Army has facilities and the utilization is not 100%, those facilities must be available for other services to train or to do what is necessary. So is the Zambia Air Force. And I'm very delighted, Staff Commander, to hear that amongst the people graduating today are colleagues from the police, Inspector General Police. You should be proud that you are able to collaborate with your colleagues. That's an instruction to all the forces to collaborate with each other, to utilize the facilities that belong to the people of Zambia, invested through the taxpayers' money, that there is no exclusive use except where there are issues of technical aspects or indeed other considerations. But otherwise, Defense Minister, these facilities are available to our forces from different units. And it will also bring about what I always talk about, teamwork, working together without compromising the roles of each of our units, but working together like this. Can you imagine the colleagues graduating today, and amongst them, some will end up in the police? Do you think they can work against each other? No. They will always work with each other in furtherance of Zambia's interests, SADC's interests, Africa's interests, as it were, and the world. I come from a background of partnership, and I believe in the value of working together. Differently skilled, opportunities are different, upbringings are different. When you work as a team, you achieve more. That is what is called synergy, arising from the different aspects of who we are and what we bring to the table. I won't waste time to talk about your role. The role of pilots is very clear. I have always said to my colleagues seated on my left here, when we meet in our own meetings, routine meetings, that it is the duty of ZAF pilots to support the ground forces when we have an issue, a situation. I won't say more, because we are believers in peace. But sometimes there are situations. So ZAF pilots, these assets, aircraft assets, and others you see, should be able to work in harmony with our defense forces. Whenever a situation arises, should work together with, as I said, the Army, National Service, should work together with the police. Because when you have a situation, there are cases that require police work. And the only way you work effectively is by collaborating, so sharing skills, supporting each other for success, effective success, as it were. So I choose to use this platform to talk about these things. Let me also indicate the importance to this team of who you have become. From today, you have become something more than what you were before you went through this training. Discipline, skills, yes, but discipline, obedience, taking instructions, being nationalists, and not to look at the person next to you from a prism of where they were born, from a prism of where they grew up, from a prism of what language other than English they speak. All those issues are important, but you never undermine your commitment to this beautiful country of Zambia, our beloved country of Zambia. You in particular, I was listening to the ZAP commander speak, you in particular should stay away from toxic discussions that goes on in some homes in our country. Toxic discussions about how to ensure others have no room in their own country. That's a no-go area. And I heard you, that commander, anyone that goes in that sphere is not fit to be a member of these forces. We must promote tolerance, accommodation, unity. We in uniform. Let me talk as a trained person. Most Zambians don't know why I'm resilient. I went through, not this particular training, but some military training. And we who went through military training understand the importance of discipline and staying in line. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. We who have been trained understand the importance of keeping the country together. Not any of our conversations must veer into separatist ideas, veer into subjugating fellow citizens to an inferior status, to have a complex of superiority. No one who goes through military training would ever tolerate that behavior. Yours is to pull the country together, help pull the country together as you defend the country. Because you can't defend the country you see from different levels, because you'll be compromised along the way. This is very important. Going forward, ZAF Commander, Army Commander, National Service Commander, Police Inspector General, Correctional Services, and all others, Minister of Defense, we must enhance our course curricula to include aspects of national unity to our forces. We must include, if it's there, we must enhance it so that these young people will be our first line of defense to keep our country united and not to allow divisive and toxic talk, which we see from mature individuals. What we speak in our homes, in our bedrooms, eventually manifests in the speeches we give, because it reveals, it basically reveals our inner feelings. So I have made a direction here. It's not a request, it's a direction. I'm the Commander-in-Chief. I am the Commander-in-Chief. Let us tutor our young people so they can tutor others around national unity, one Zambia, one nation, one people. Let me congratulate you, the graduates, for your commitment, for your hard work, dedication to duty, to training. This opens a new door for you and your families. Please take the responsibility and the opportunities that come with it. I'm very proud to stand here. And the ZAF commander confirmed to me, and I asked him to say it there, and he said that these men and women, young people we have today, come from all the 10 provinces of Zambia. I'm very proud of that. And I send a message again to all of you commanders. When you are recruiting, make sure that you have members, recruits from all the 10 provinces of Zambia, without exception. You know what I mean, because we've spoken in practice. We are here to bring this country together. Not just through words, not through statements, but through actions. That also includes the career progression. All of these must be treated fairly, equitably, when promotions come. Because they are capable. I'm not saying compromising the integrity of our services, no. I'm talking about fairness and equity. And when that is not there, you can feel it, you can see it. And people whisper about it, but they may be afraid to talk openly. It's my job to talk for the silent ones. That the career progression must be equitable and other consequential issues. Let me commend you, Sub-Commander. The commanders below you, training, operational, watching the jet fighters fly, you can see that there is order here. You can see that there is discipline. So I want to commend you and your officers and men and women. Keep it up. Continue this professionalism. And I ask the people that work under this commander to support him, to support all the commanders, I also ask these young people to support the structures, the strata, and in return, commanders support these young people and others that you work with. Then we'll have harmony in our forces, in our country. Let me conclude by saying, you have our full support as government in your endeavors, in your work. Even in difficulty, you must remember, as you may serve outside this country, someday, even when you are in a different country, remember that you have our support. And whatever we do to keep you safe, there's what is called in military, minimizing, putting your men and women in harm's way. We will do just that all the time. That's why we're talking about technological support. With these words, let me say we wish you the very best going forward. We wish you to achieve more. We wish you to raise decent families, decent children. Look after your partners. We don't want to hear you recruit when you go celebrating today, you beat your girlfriend. No. Or the women now, since you are stronger people militarily, you beat your boyfriend. No. Keep harmony, keep the discipline. And it will show in your own children and your partners. That is the truth. That's how the world, countries first are built. They are built at the family level, then community, then the nation. When you see problems in the country, look back into the family units. So we want you to raise good families, decent, God-fearing families. May God bless you. May God bless ZAM and other military wings and forces. Bless your families, our families, and our beloved Zambia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for that inspiring speech. The parade will now give 3 cheers to the Republican President. Mr. President, sir, may I request that we remain on standby for the presidential salute and the
Mr. President, stop! Ceremony completed. The mission for the bride to march off, Mr. President, stop! Thank you, Mr. President, stop!
Mr. President, sir, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I request that we remain upstanding as the color squadron.
Colors to the front door! Colors to the colors! Colors squadron march! Right hand guard leading! Move to the right in 3! Fire!